Hey Two-Wheeled friends, we are here for another shadow day, and today I want to read a question and then I'm going to go make a video to answer the question from a subscriber that was asked earlier this year. So the question reads, is there any advice about getting past the fear of other cars? Just keep getting out there and used to them? That's a good question. I responded to that question. This is just a screenshot of the question that I had. I didn't go back and find what my actual answer was, but we're going to go for a ride on this 2007 Honda Shadow Spirit 750 and give you my take on how to get past that fear, get used to it, whatever you want to call it. So let's go for a ride. Hey Two-Wheeled friends, welcome back for another shadow day. Figured now's a good time to kind of come in and talk, sitting at a stoplight. But today is going to be kind of targeted towards some of you new riders, and it comes from a comment from a subscriber that we will just call by first name, and his name is Jack. He commented on a video about 5 months ago, sometime in there earlier this spring. He said, hey, I am a new rider. I am going to parking lots and kind of learning how to ride and practicing, but while I'm doing so, how do you get used to riding in traffic? So thank you, Jack, for your question. I am sure now that you've been riding for an amount of time, you probably don't have this question lingering on your mind as much, but I want to talk about it for somebody who's thinking about riding or who is new to riding. And those of you who have been riding for any amount of time, please leave a comment down below and let us all know how you overcame that thought. So how do you get used to it? I would say you just get used to it by coming out and riding. So you always, and these are just my opinions, these may not be, they aren't in any particular order. I didn't rehearse this video, I am just out riding. But the biggest thing is just always have your head on a swivel. I mean, this kind of comes down to any motorcycle course that you take. You always want to be aware of your surroundings. That's probably my number one thing to say of how do you get used to it. You get used to it by watching your mirror. I see this vehicle is going to be coming up to my left. I left plenty of space between me and the vehicle in front of me. So if this vehicle didn't look like they were going to stop, I have an escape route. And yeah, I mean, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think of the dangers of riding a motorcycle. And you should every time that you get on a motorcycle. I got to open my face shield, fogging up a little. You should be thinking about how you could get seriously injured or worse by riding, because those bumpers are right at our level, like our entire level. It doesn't matter if it's a car, pickup, semi, tractor. You always got to be kind of watching. You want to develop your skill levels obviously as well too, so you want to be able to, you know, effectively swerve. You want to put yourself out of harm's way. Like right now, this slow vehicle was going to be dangerous to my well-being. I like to position myself to where I can be seen at all times, because you are invisible. And that's probably another one of the top things to do to get used to it, is just always ride as if you're invisible, because these guys don't see you. These cagers, they don't see you, they look past you. Watch for wheels if they're moving, like at that intersection where that vehicle was parked at the stoplight. If you see any movement rolling forward, and like this right there, that vehicle turning left, I felt safe because there's another vehicle here to kind of block. But always be watching. Like here comes a semi up to the right. But yes, always act as if you're invisible. See this white vehicle I passed? They're coming up to the left now. My biggest thing that I always try to watch is, one, don't ride in a car's blind spot. So now this vehicle should know I'm here because I was just next to them, but I am in their blind spot. I'm intentionally staying here to show you this is where you do not want to ride. Now typically where I would ride in this spot, I would be right here, and I make sure I can see their head in their left-hand side mirror. Now they're going to be turning right, and I'm going to move back over. I prefer lane position 1, and I prefer the left lane when I'm going through town, because I feel I got the best visibility here. Now if you're riding over here and you have a vehicle, like say they're slightly left and ahead of you, they're going to create a little bit of a blind spot, and a vehicle coming towards you that is going to be making a left-hand turn very well may not see you hiding back there. That's how you get used to riding in traffic. Okay, now what about you take the safety aspect out? Two-wheeled, I will do everything in my power to stay safe. So like right here, there's a car entering. I'm gonna flash my lights, like I wiggle, watching that blue vehicle, making sure they were gonna stop and not go. But see how I did that little weave? I do that so my headlight moves and they see that flash of light. I've had vehicles stop after they've seen that. They were gonna go without seeing that. So anyways, that's a little bit more of that safety part. So stopping. So there's all those other parts of this. So feeling comfortable stopping in traffic or taking off in traffic, perhaps you're on a hill. That takes a little bit of your practicing in those parking lots, like we kind of talked about at the beginning. Find somewhere safe, controlled a little bit more, that you can practice your slow speeds, your friction zone. If you know your friction zone, know your bike, and you know how much clutch to throttle and brake and all the combine that you need to give, you should be able to take off on a hill. You just need to give it a little more gas and maybe let go of that clutch just a little bit quicker, or feather it out a little bit smoother. I am not a motorcycle training expert by any means, so seek your own professional advice, but that's just what I do and how I feel about this. Stopping. So we got this vehicle with the dog sitting in the middle behind us. They left a little room. I'm in a spot. I normally wouldn't be like target center in the vehicle, but this is kind of a weird little intersection here. I would normally like to be off to the left a little, but I do have an escape path. Always leave an escape path. Always make sure nobody's coming through that intersection too. Shut the whistling off. Oh, here's one slow moving truck carrying something ahead of us. It's got the flashers on. Where's it gonna go? Give yourself enough space so if they all of a sudden stop and you don't see brake lights because you're watching other traffic or you're lollygagging, whatever, just be safe. Use common sense. Practice those same things in your cage, in your vehicle. That's what I did. Your situational awareness, you can do that in a cage. And I suggest doing it. Practice it. Know your surroundings, where cars are. There's a car to my right, because if you need to make an abrupt move, and this is where Mrs.TWOWHEELD got air, you know, rocks falling from the back of this truck, whatever the case. Now I'm going into the sun, probably blinding you. I apologize, but so like right now I have a car in my blind spot to my mirror because this mirror must have got moved. I always have my mirrors tipped out a little bit, so I'm not looking at my shirt sleeve. Must have did that when I was fueling. Bye-bye. I don't know, that's probably a lot of how you get used to it. You just get out and do it. I wanted to bring you a video with two cameras, one rear facing and one forward facing. That didn't work. I left the house, didn't turn them on, went and got gas, went to turn my helmet camera on, and apparently battery was dead, which I just checked yesterday and it was fine. So whatever. So you just got to deal with looking forward. That's what we're doing today. We're looking forward to riding motorcycle and learning how to ride and how to be safe and getting used to riding in traffic. This is what I did when I first started riding. I learned in my neighborhood, slow speed. I found some parking lots, learned the rest of it, how to manipulate the motorcycle to where you want it to be, and then you just find traffic situations. And then, you know, you might eventually have to work up to getting used to riding on the interstate. So that was one of Mrs. Two-Wheeled's biggest things, is riding fast speeds on the interstate. See, like, here's a blind spot. I saw her look to her right. I don't know if she was looking at me, but I always watch the vehicle. They're like right on the white line too. Come back over, give myself that space, and I'm just gonna get over and hope she doesn't run into me. I always tend to go just a little faster than traffic too. I feel that's safer, and I believe most motorcyclists will agree with you, is going just a little faster than traffic, because then you have control over the situation. But like I was saying, riding on the interstate, that's a whole different type of thing. How do you get used to that? You passing semis and all that airflow difference that you deal with at high speeds, crosswinds, all that. I don't know if you ever really get fully prepared, because so many situations are different. Probably didn't have to go down to first. But you stay away from tires on big rigs. You just quickly pass and get the heck out of there. So used to having a gear indicator. So I'm gonna kind of think on a few things and see if I can think of anything else. What's this situation here? Is that Perkins? It smells kind of good. We'll go up here through some traffic. Purposely riding in traffic, but I want to get you out of the sun, because I think I covered everything I need to, but I'm trying to think. You guys are probably thinking, yeah, but you left this out and you left this out, and I'm sorry. I'm just kind of thinking of these things as they come to me. Leave your comment down below if you think of something that you want me to touch base on, and I will do another video on it. Right now it's the middle of September. It is like in the mid 60s right now, and I just have my flannel and my vest on, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little chilly, especially here in the shade now. I should have put on my little warmer flannel. Fall is right around the corner, and winter is even closer. I got an idea for a new series that I'm gonna do this winter. I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know if you guys are gonna watch, but I'm gonna leave it at that. But my plan is to be able to bring you videos every week, all winter long. There may be a week or two in there around the holidays where I choose not to make video. It's gonna be a little different format, but we're gonna try something, and we're gonna get to know each other a little bit through it. Well, you're gonna get to know me anyways, and if this camera was right here, I'd be looking at it, talking to you guys. You're gonna get to know me and Mrs. Two-Wheeled a bit more through that process. You know what, I think I'm done going this way. There's that truck that we were just behind. I'm pretty sure they took the slow way. That's so weird. I should have checked what the plate was when I went past it. So getting used to riding in traffic. Thank you, Jack, for that question. If you are new to the channel, and or a new rider. Maybe you've been here for a while. I know some of you have been here for a long time, and you aren't subscribed, go down there, click that subscribe button, ring the bell so you're notified for future uploads and activities. Give this video a big giant thumbs up, and I'm not going to do it because I got both hands on the controls now. And then share this video with somebody you know that may benefit from learning how to ride a motorcycle or is a new rider, and they may be facing the same things. And then skim the comments down below too, because some of you veterans that are in the comments that have been riding for many years might have some good advice as well. I've been riding for 5 seasons now, so that's my take. There's probably many more good things. Man, these stoplights. So I think with that, that's going to be the end. I appreciate you all watching, and until the next shadow day, peace out, two-wheeled friends, and we will see y'all on the next one. Bye bye.